Hey, what's up? It is Alicia here from AliciaCarlson.com. I'm so happy to be hanging out with you today, and I want to talk to you all about the F it mentality when it comes to your nutrition. Have you ever just thrown your hands in the air and been like, screw it, I'm just going to go all in, I'm going to eat all of the things, and I'll get back on tomorrow, I'll get back on later, I'll be good tomorrow, right? Like that was a classic Alicia move, a classic Alicia mentality that I would operate from, especially, believe it or not, when I was super obsessed about what I was eating, about how many calories I was burning. I felt, that was like definitely the most restricted I had ever been with my food and super disciplined with my nutrition and exercise. And I don't want to say that discipline and self-control is a bad thing, because I think that it can be a very healthy thing. I think that it is fundamental and foundational to you achieving success in any area of your life. But I do think that you really have to watch out for the heart and the intention behind it, right? Because you can be disciplined, you can be self-control from a very negative way, or you can be those things from a positive, really self-care, wanting to grow yourself and better yourself. And that to me is a lot different. So at the height of being super obsessed with my food, my exercise, and all of that, that was probably when that behavior, that mentality of screw it, I'm just going to eat all the things, was the worst. Either that, or maybe when I first started my nutrition journey and just didn't really care. I just don't think I was ready to change, right? So if you find yourself not being able to control yourself around food from that healthy place, not being able to utilize healthy self-control, and you just feel like you just go all in, or you're on that binge and that restrict. So like you restrict, you're super good for a few days, and then you just go off the deep end. I want to suggest to you that you are still dieting, and you probably didn't even realize it. You're still operating from that diet mindset, from that place of certain foods are bad or they're forbidden, and therefore I have to really just like never eat them. And the crazy thing is, which I know you may not believe me, because if you're anything like me and all the other women that I talk to, we have a really hard time trusting ourselves around food, at least initially. So you might find it really hard to even just think about trusting yourself to have as much of something as you want, as much of your favorite food as you want. But the crazy thing is that the more that you give yourself that space and that freedom, and you start really testing the boundaries and learning how to trust yourself, the less that urge is going to be there. Shocker, I know. But if you just will start to lean in and just kind of trust yourself, you will be completely shocked at what happens. And it might be uncomfortable in the beginning. It might feel completely foreign. You might even have a few days where you totally blow it. But if you think about it, that's kind of the same thing that you were doing anyway. And if you've been trying the binge and the restrict, and you've been trying to operate from the diet mindset and mentality, and you're not getting the results that you want, is it really going to kill you to try something different? So this weekend, especially like as weekenditis might set in, I want you to consider trusting yourself a little bit. If you find yourself trying to really control, really trying to, restrict, or you find that negative, kind of icky, unhelpful self-talk happening about, oh, this food is bad, or you're fat, or you've been bad, so you've got to be good. I want you to challenge that. I want you to lean into it. I want you to really think about where that voice is coming from, what it means, and what's one thing that you can do differently today. That is where the change happens, and that is where the lasting change will occur. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Drop me a line in my inbox. You can always connect with me over on Instagram too, if that's where you like to hang out, at @AliciaCarlson_. Or you can check out the blog for more information on this, and also on how we can work together. AliciaCarlson.com. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again really soon.